This is how I come up with ideas for what videos to make. The thing that I always have running is my notes app on my phone, and I've got just a bunch of just random bunches of notes, and anything that I hear that sparks my interest, piques my curiosity, hurts my ears, or makes me smile, I pop it in there because I never know when that little ditty of information is going to just be the seed for something else that might be cropping up, growing in my mind. So anything that I hear that I just like the way it sounds, like try and put some of those on the screen record and just pop them here so you can have a bit of a peruse at the kinds of things that I put down there. And the other thing I do, of course, is every time I see a video from like a big YouTuber and they are giving like some updates or ideas on, let's just say, content creation or thumbnails or titles or just anything, then, I'm just taking little notes. I'm just pausing while I'm listening to their video, and I'm just popping out and popping back in. Like, for example, I know I do talk about Sean Cannell quite a lot, and must be because I'm subscribed to his 2 or 3 channels or something like that. YouTube does love the Think Media podcast people, and they're very, very good too, aren't they? So, yeah, I heard him presenting somewhere. One of the things that I quite liked was when he talked about their highest performing videos, titles were all like mainly 7 words or under. So that's the kind of thing that I just write down straight away. And in actual fact, the video that I posted last night about the Rode Vlogger Kit, that was a 7-word title. And I was very proud of that because I thought, yeah, I can get on board with that. I'm relating to a short, punchy title. And the shorter the better, sometimes. Hey, everything is true sometimes here on YouTube. You can just hear anything and go, yes, I see that. That really makes sense. For example, I've seen using brackets or parentheses or whatever they're called. I've heard that something like that can really just stand out, when people are scrolling, like if you used brackets in your title. So I have experimented with that. I can't really say that I found that I've had much luck there, but also it does make your title longer. So you've got that as well. And he talked about specificity and all those sorts of things. Okay, something else I do is I'll look up creators, like really good creators, their most popular videos. I will just, have a bit of a think about, is this still current? Is this something that I can have a bit of a think about and add something a little bit different to all of that stream of videos on that topic? So, yeah, definitely looking at the outliers for big YouTubers. Yeah, so something else that I will do is anything I read that is really interesting, like, for example, in a book. I'm a big photo taker. Are you a big photo taker? I think that I must have something like 25 to 30,000 photos on my phone. If I see a funny little scene in a shopping mall, like I remember a few years ago, actually it was around COVID time, and I saw a little Superman, a stuffed toy Superman. In the corner, a kid has lost it clearly, and walking up closer to it, it just was a little bit hard case. If I can find the photo, I'll put it on the screen. It was grubby. It was well loved. I really used that in ways that I had fun with. So that is something else that I do. Obviously, I look at the YouTube studio, the inspiration. One of the things I'm not really sure about, I don't think I've picked up, maybe I've made one video from the inspiration tab in YouTube Studio, but I remember just feeling really wow, okay, I'm utilizing the YouTube Studio tools here. Under the paid plan on vidIQ, they have a lot of ideation in there, and they will, is it the same as YouTube Studio where they give you a bit of this is very high interest, and then it goes down to high interest, and then it goes down to lower interest, because vidIQ do that. They just sort of tell you what the highest interest titles would be. Yes, here is something else that I do. When I use ChatGPT, because we do know it's all about the prompts, the quality in is the quality we get back out of it. I have worked out that when I will ask ChatGPT to throw me up some information, if I see that it looks a little bit generic and a bit sort of commonly known information, which, truth be known, that's pretty much 95% of the time. You'll just get some kind of, everyone knows that stuff, but they've just like, it's just pulled it all together and just given it to you. I will go back and I will say, what are some little discussed or little known facts about this? And I think that I used that under my audience versus community. I literally said, what are some, I don't think I used fine distinctions, but I said something like, what are some of the finer points that don't get talked about much? So I know that I have used a prompt like that where I say, what are some of the other stuff that doesn't get talked about much? And that will always bring me up at least 2 or 3 things. And I always just feel smug as a little bug in a rug when, I put in a prompt like that and it gives me some gold. So that's a little tip for you, if you are not doing that already. But if you've got any tips about ChatGPT, please do share. We all need all the help we can get. I know I certainly do. The other thing that I will do just to mine for content ideas is I will cruise people's playlists. And when I say cruise people's playlists, I mean not necessarily straight off the bat the videos that are inside there, even though I may look at those as well. But I just want to know what are their playlists. Like I have to say, recently I did a bit of a cleanup, a bit of playlist hygiene. And actually, I might do a video on playlist hygiene because I did notice a few things, and it's a bit of an exercise, isn't it? It's a little bit of okay, this is just another bit of housekeeping that you have to do. But I've just played with my playlists a few times since I did that bit of zhush on my playlists. So I will cruise people's playlists and just get the gist of I hadn't really thought about quick Canva tutorials or I don't know, and just the different wording. So I quite like that because all of these things can just spark a bit of creativity, can't they? One of the things as well, which I'm sure that if you're a creator, then I'm sure you'll be doing all of these things and a lot more. So please do share any tips. But I know that I'm starting to look at the format of the videos that I'm doing, and I'll write a bit of a list and I'll just go Loom video, talking head, inside car, out somewhere, walking and talking. I did a walking and talking one once and it wasn't very good, but I think I was like a little bit stiff and just a little bit all nervous about it. And it was a bit of a popular walking track, I think, that I did it on. So I was just all a little bit nervous. And actually I did bump into a couple of people that I'd worked with. So that kind of threw me off my flow. I do want to get into some car videos, although I'm a little bit nervous about how to concentrate on what I'm saying while I'm looking at the road because everyone seems like such pros when they do it. Mrs. Paula, I see you. You're good. You are good. You can think and you can be Miss Hilda. Yeah, you pull it off. You're really, really good. So, but I am wanting to experiment with that and maybe just initially drive somewhere where it's kind of driving a lot straight as opposed to really concentrating on the road because, I don't know. But actually, maybe it's the same as when we're just making videos at home and we are just when we run out of things to say, we just burn out on an idea. Candle just gets snuffed out from the idea that we are just reeling on about, and then we just go cut. We just cut all the pauses. So maybe it's similar to that, is it? So I could be overthinking it, but at the moment I'm just trying to figure out how to get either the DJI or my phone just sort of up on a little thing, and I don't know, does the car bump up and down, all that kind of stuff. I don't know about all that. I don't know, but I'm going to find out, and I'm sure that I will be completely into it because look, hey, Jazz, you're a pro girl. Content ideas. Okay, right. So that is what I was saying about before, the playlists. Under each playlist, I have come up with 5 to 10 video titles, something like that. And so that has given me just something, a little bit of security, if you like, sitting there and just waiting to the acorn becomes the tree. The oak? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Aiming to make some oaks this year and get monetized by December the 8th, didn't you know? What else? I will let you in on a little secret, and that little secret is I'm going to try and post a video every day for a month. I think I've done the last few days, and then I heard Susan talking about it today, and I thought, okay, Susan's doing it, Audra's doing it, Alison, were you doing it, posting every day? I don't know, a few of us are doing some posting every day, but I've kind of been a bit nervous to kind of just say it and kind of put it out there just in case, I just fall by the wayside after like 2.5 days. But I think I've done about 3 or 4 days already, and we're going strong. The force is strong in us, isn't it? Isn't it, girls? Everyone who's doing it. Okay, what else? How else do I get content? I'm just riffing here. Dim, 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 dim. Okay, I just think maybe I just need to lie down. Let's just lie down and get some inspo. Okay, get some inspo. Okay, how else do I come up with content ideas? Definitely looking to copy the popular stuff. Only if I think that, I stand half a shot. Like I'm not wanting to be like another puff piece. We know what puff pieces are, and we don't like puff pieces, do we? No. So, yeah, because that might just hurt your channel. Because, any great work of art that we do, or just like any journalist, any great story, some lovely prose that you've gone and written, it's tomorrow's fish and chip paper, isn't it? So that's just why we can't always like mega overthink it, because I've kind of got this suspicion that there'll be a time when a video does really, really well, and it'll be one of my videos that I just, thought was a bit crap, but I posted anyway because I thought, I've done all the filming, I believed in this topic, and I wasn't being a big lazy bum and winging it. So I did come up with some bullet points at least, okay? At least some bullet points. And yeah, I'm just a little bit suspicious that that is why I try to tread a little bit lightly and just not take the whole thing, like my glasses are really like on my eyelashes now, not take the whole thing too seriously, overcook every video. Okay, my eyelashes are definitely like way up against my glass now. I'm not even looking at how attractive this is. But yeah, so content ideas, is there anything else? Is there anything else I can think of? Okay, what have we got? We've got copying, we've got some inspo. That's what I mean, inspo, not copying. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything more to add. I think this is like a good time to just end the video.